moving right along. As I said earlier, my name is Evan Dowdell. I didn't make that up. I don't know why anybody would. It's terrible. It's an awful, awful name. Look, if I had made it up, I would be Evan Terminator 2 Laserhawk, but I'm not, because I didn't, and it's not fair for people to make fun of it. You know, high school was the worst, absolutely the worst. I loved every minute of it, but I was tortured each and every day by my own last name. It was really hard. And the loudspeaker, you know, I did a lot of activities in school, so my name always came over on the loudspeaker. And it would go something like this. It would be, Yvonne Dowdell to the office, please. Yvonne Dowdell to the office. Yvonne Dowdell. No one ever pronounces my name right. Not the first time. Most times, not the second or third, or ever. It's apparently one of the hardest words in the English language to say. And of course, the kids around me are blowing up, exploding, laughing. I'm red as a cherry tomato, and haven't eaten in 8 days, so I'm not really, good with the ridicule at that point in time. I just storm out of the room like, hey, this is so dumb. But what are you gonna do? You gotta roll with it. You gotta take it as it comes. Oh yeah. Okay. I had a couple of different stories I wanted to tell this one, but I'm gonna break it into a different one. So, this is a true story. Most of the stuff I've said so far is true. I am fat. True story. I went to a girl's house the first time. You get to meet the parents, and it's a big deal. If you're a guy, especially if you're a smart kid, you know that dad, if he's a good dad, is going to hate you because he knows what you're up to. He knows what you want, and he doesn't want to let you have it. He's a smart guy. If he's a good dad. So you got to do your best to give him as little as you can to make him hate you. You want to brush your hair, you want to brush your teeth. Make sure your shirt's nice and pressed, your slacks got a nice crease, brush your shoes, or your mom sat her. Well, you should probably ask for permission first, but that's neither here nor there. So I get to the guy's house, and I press the doorbell, and he comes out, and the dad answers, good dad. See, immediately he looks me up and down, and I gotta bring my A game. This is the one chance I get to minimize how much he hates me. So I say, hello sir, my name's Evan Dowdell. Jimmy told me all about you guys. You raised a wonderful daughter. I've been looking forward to tonight so much. She said we're having stuffed shells. That's wonderful. It's one of my favorites. Thank you so much for having me. And he looks me in the eye and he says, how'd you pronounce that, Dodo? And immediately, my confidence is shot, gone out the window. I'm no longer a dapper young gentleman with my hand sticking out. I'm now the 5th grade nerd that they call dumbbell in the John F. Kennedy lunchroom. So I lose it, I had an A game going, and now there's not even a letter you can assign to the game that I'm now playing. I'm like, yep, that's it, man. That's it, Dodo. I'm a Fraggle. You're absolutely right. Yep. What? Are you saying like that on purpose? Is your jaw broke, man? Look, you have a lovely home, but my name rhymes with cowbell, okay? And you should know that. Yeah, I didn't get what I wanted. He did. He won that match. Smart guy. I was raised right here in Uniontown, born and raised. Uniontown Hospital right down the road, believe it or not. So I've encountered this really Uniontown-y speech pattern my whole life. It's nothing new to hear someone butcher my name. It's brutal. And I have to say, I get angry every time I hear it, even if it's the right pronunciation. I said it right. It's so dumb. My name is so dumb. But I didn't pick it, I didn't even pick it. You shouldn't make fun of people for things that aren't their fault. But I gotta say, and I'll close with this. I want to thank you guys for letting me come up here. And again, thanks to the Moose, to Jaguar Mountain Rundown, everybody. This is my last joke, and it's 95% true. I'll explain the 5% at the end. I heard my name mispronounced once in church, and it was glorious. Innocent as she no doubt was, the woman working the PA that night, she was a temp, she was a fill-in. I don't know, I didn't recognize her voice. So it was very much to my surprise when she gently and courteously asked everyone in the church to bow their heads and to pray for the immortal soul of the recently departed Lenora Dowdell. I didn't know what to do. How can you be mad? You can't. You can't be mad. It wasn't her fault. It had to have been an innocent mistake. She, either that or she was poning my dead grandma in church. I don't think that was the case, right? It had to be a mistake. And B, she never tried to correct herself. And that just added to the hilarity for me. I was way too busy to be angry. I couldn't. I was trying my best to be pretending to pray for the eternal and no doubt furious soul of my grandmother Dowdell, when really all I could think was the best band name I've ever heard, Grandma Dildo, banging around in my head. Like, it's all I could think of. And it was so difficult. But, you know, but that's okay. Hey, it's all right. You know, that's the breaks when you live in southwestern Pennsylvania and people drop their L's off the end of their words. Sound like your name is Dudo at best. I started the night by saying hello, friends, and hello, strangers, and I want to end it by saying good night, friends. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We got a lot of good music coming up. If anybody wants to try their hand at comedy, please come up and make me look like a fool. That'd be great. And also, like Jess said, if you wanted to, rock out a little bit, there's a sign-up sheet. Everybody's welcome. We look forward to it. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.